Good evening. I started a couple minutes early just because Mr. Mac himself is on camera and he's usually not here. Usually he's very camera shy for some reason. But we won't get started for a few minutes because I know Gina's still streaming. I just figured he'd probably jump off as soon as I started going live, so I wanted to catch the moment. Welcome in CC's Aquascapes. Welcome in Nathan Hovey Dovey. Hello, my fishy friends. Heading to PetSmart and Petco to look at everything and anything. Should I get platies or mollies? You should get more tanks. Saints Dust, welcome in. There's Timmy, welcome. I'm going back to Gina after I tell you hi. Yes, go back and tell her. See, there he goes. I knew it. As soon as I go live, he gets off of me. As soon as I finish, he hops up. I knew that would happen. Welcome in, Cosmin. Hope you're doing well. Cosmin, if you're free for the ACLC meeting next month and the one after, there are going to be big meetings. Welcome in, Diane. Hope you're doing well. There's Mike. Welcome in. Mike, there's a plane circling around out there. I have a feeling it's a military one. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yep. It is a C-130 Air Force. There's a couple of them. Are they doing, are multiple? No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, I lost my spot. Where was I? There we go. We're up here. Is it just one of them? Yeah, it's just one. CASTL-16. A C-130 United States Air Force. It's currently at 600 feet, going 116 knots. A Lockheed C-130H Hercules. And it's, you can't really see it that well. Well, sort of. Doing a bunch of circles. Okay. There we go. All right, let's see here. Finally found a Zenny free stream. Hallelujah. Oh, Lordy. There's Jetta. Welcome in. Yeah, he's been ignoring me. He doesn't like me. Bit smaller and slower than my plane, I bet. What's in the box? What's in the box? There's Zenny. Mike was looking for you, Zenny. There's Steven. Welcome in. Nancy from Tennessee. And oh dang, Dan's coming to speak. I will be able to complain about his prices in person. Yes, but something that I actually am going to ask him about is the Brazil stuff. Which also, speaking of that, Cosmin, I saw that on, whose stream was it? It was someone's live stream. They had Jackie from Project Piaba on the stream, and they were talking a little bit about Brazil as well. I think good things are happening there. Welcome in, Geek. Richard, welcome. There's Jeff. Welcome. All kinds of cool people. Hi, everyone. Wow. Um. Okay, there we go. Caught up. So, for those of you that are all just coming in, welcome in, Joe. Um, Rewind to the beginning and then put it on double time to catch back up. It's not that long, and you'll see why I started early. There was a reason for it. Okay. What's that? There we go. There's the Discord notification. Well, awesome. Oh God, chat's jumping. All right, there's Jeff saying hi, Tim saying hi, everyone's saying hi. There's Linky, and there we go. Okay, all right, let's get started. So, I haven't streamed much lately, and just because things have been crazy, and things are just going to be even crazier. Um, I finally got the approval for a big project at work. Basically, I determined through while working with vendors and contractors and such, of course, that at work we needed a new fire alarm system, and rather urgently. Um, it was not budgeted. It was not a planned capital expenditure or anything like that. And I needed to basically justify to my bosses and corporate as well um, why we needed it, and that we needed to spend $250,000 that was not budgeted, and we needed to do it now. And my the quotes I got ranged from, I don't know, we'll say, with different options of how we could do the job. But I had quotes ranging from $100,000 to $4 million, and I had to basically justify why we weren't going with the cheapest, why we shouldn't do the most expensive, blah blah blah, and why we should do it now. And I was finally successful and got the approval, and we're just finalizing the contract. Have a scheduling meeting coming up, and it's been a lot of work getting to this point. So that's why one of the reasons I have not been that active streaming, just because that's been exhausting. On top of that, I am to the last 20 people to do annual general safety training, frontline vigilance training, and other safety training that's required every year. I'm down to the last 20 out of approximately 160. I'll be finishing those last 20 or so up in the next couple days, which is quite a bit as well, because I'm doing them in small groups because we can't have it interfere with operations because we're still open. Not only are we still open, but last weekend wrapped up Mermaids, 4 weekends of Mermaids, where we have the highest, one of the highest days or weekends, I should say, of the entire year. So we had a very successful mermaid season. Good for business and helped get me this fire alarm system. So, mermaids are the worst. I couldn't agree with you any more than that. In addition to safety training, the fire alarm project, and mermaids, there was, of course, the normal day-to-day stuff that keeps me busy at work, and some extra things. I do a couple extra investigations and stuff like that. So that was quite a bit. And then on top of that, the Alshon, welcome in, and I'm already friends with one of them. But they travel around, like they're not local. The one that I'm friends with used to be local. She moved away, but she came back. It was nice to see her. Um, so on top of all the work stuff, um, I've of course been pretty busy here at the house and doing some stuff, which I'll talk about in a little bit. The little assholes running around have been keeping me busy. And the clubs have been keeping me relatively busy as well. So life has been insane. And it's excuse me, exhausting. But I wanted to do my best to get a stream in, and I was able to get out of work at a relatively decent time today. So yeah, here I am. I'm also to the point where it's going to be a goal of mine in the near future. Because I drifted away from doing the member streams, but I think I have my rooms to a very close point to where I want to do a live stream from them. So I'm thinking of doing a members only stream to show them all. But we'll talk about more of that in a minute here. Let me catch up in chat. Cosmin says, Dan's take on Brazil. Okay. Am I back? Awesome. Thank you. All right. Let me catch up in chat here. Here we go. So yeah, I just want to chat with him some more about that, just because there's still a lot of misinformation out there, I feel, and a lot of people that feel otherwise. They added 3-time playback speed now, Scottie. I've never heard you talk so fast in my life. Wow, did they? That's awesome. Flatbed, welcome in. Ugh. I mean, Jenna, if you want to go swim with the hippos, have at it. I don't recommend it. Scuba, welcome in. Swimming with the hippos sounds like a setup, right? Scottie trying to skim off the top for some down low fish money. He'll be damned if Jody beats him at another auction, right? Oh boy. Okay, scrolling on down. Mermaids are the worst. Ain't that the truth? Little extracurricular activity going on after work. Foxy, welcome in. Okay. There we go. I'm reading. Hold on. Start over at the beginning. No, you got to watch it. I started early for a reason. So go find out why. Jeremy, welcome in. Mr. V, welcome in. There we go. I'm caught up. All right, so let's talk about events over the last few days. Actually, I'm going to look at my calendar just so I don't miss anything. I did not take notes or put anything on the whiteboard, I should say. All right. So Saturday. Let's go back to Saturday. Saturday was the ACLC swap. It was at that fish place, that pet place. So my club is the host club for the event, the one that I'm president of. And it was also the first swap that I have ever vended at. I go to all of them to help run it. However, what's it called? There is stuff we have to do. Oh, there it goes, Mike. I could have a camera set up there just for plane watch. Aquarium Club of Lancaster County, yes. So I always help run them, but I've never vended at one. I've never really felt that I was in a position to either, having enough fish or anything like that. So I decided I think I'm ready, and also that but not for a whole table by myself. So I put some feelers out, and Tim Crypt Keeper agreed to go in with me on it. So we split the table, and I brought a lot of shrimp, some fish, and he brought a crap ton of plants. Very nice plants, might I add. And additionally, so this swap is usually one of the biggest in the area. But we've never really tracked it. We just knew that it's a big event for us. It always has been. Our last one in the fall was a little slower than usual. But generally speaking, it's usually a pretty big one. Also, the last one, I don't know if it was the last one or the one before that, we had to implement a new rule that we could not have any dry goods. That was at the store's request. And so we figured that may hurt us a little bit as well. We know we lost a couple of vendors because of it as well. So in fact, this swap, this last one last weekend, they actually made us sign a contract that we could not when none of our people, there was a whole list of rules, but one of them was no dry goods. There was a caveat that if we went through this whole process, for every individual item, it could be considered, not a guarantee, but could be considered, such as we had to provide a list of the dry goods, a description of them, who they're made by, blah, 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 a whole list of it, and it's a whole process. Our entire board of directors agreed that, no, we don't want to do that. At this time. Could we in the future? Maybe, but not sure. And so we've lost a couple vendors because of that, and maybe we lost some people to attend. We thought that in the past, maybe. Well, this weekend proved us wrong. So not only did we sell out all of our spaces, there were some vendors that did not return, but we got new ones in their place. And the one of them, Sabu, could not make it after he purchased spaces, so he donated those spaces back. We resold those, and we still had a waiting list. So we are pretty confident that not allowing dry goods did not hurt us. And hi, kitty. He's coming. I saw a tail. Oh, Cheddar. Okay, bye. So we what's it called? We sold out all the spaces. And when we opened, or an hour before we opened, actually, we had a line of people waiting to come in to shop. This time we got a tracker to get a rough idea of how many people we brought in. It was not perfect because people come in large crowds, people go back and forth and stuff like that. The directions I gave to the board of directors that were helping the volunteers run the event was, if you know it's a person that has already been in, don't count them again. Do your best. Hi, Cheddar. All right, just can't you just lay down? Just lay down, please. Lay down. Okay. What are you doing? Bye. So we tracked it, and the number that was on the ticker was 312. So we know that was a really darn good event. That 312 probably did not count all the vendors either, which would be another 20 to 30, probably 30 people. And this one event we bring in almost, let's see here, almost as many people as the Keystone Clash. Yeah. The all-inclusive number. In fact, 312, which again, it's probably 330, 340, is more than the all-inclusive number for all the previous clashes except for this last one. So, Gina, welcome in. Sorry for starting early. If you rewind to the beginning and put it on double speed, you'll see why I started early. There's a reason for it, okay? So it was a very, 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 very successful swap for the club, from what I hear, for the vendors as well. And oh my nose. It's like, it's not running, it's just freaking itchy. But for the vendors it was successful. For the club it was very successful. And for the people attending, they got some really good stuff out there as well. And there were no dry goods whatsoever. We actually had to keep on checking for that. And it went great. For me as a vendor, it was extremely successful as well. I had probably 30 bags of stuff, and I came home with only one bag that I took with me. It was one bag of guppies. Everything else I either sold or traded for something different that I wanted. In the end, mostly plants to be exact. A lot of crypts from Crypt Keeper that I really wanted. So a very successful event for me. I believe it was successful for Crypt Keeper as well. He did pretty good, I believe. If he's still in chat, I'll let him speak for himself. And if anyone else is in chat that was a vendor there as well, please chime in. We do want to hear. All right. So that was Saturday. Let me catch up in chat real quick before I move on. All right, Steven pocket modded someone. Oh, he deleted Jeff's comment. Okay. Okay. Everyone's just picking on Jeff, basically. That's funny. um, yeah, I don't like cabbage. Hi, you want to come up? Um, another evil ginger in this stream. That's funny. Um, I guess it wasn't clash numbers that us latecomers missed. No, I have them, but not. Um, what happens in a convicts? Who'd I give them to? I may have given them to Mike. I don't remember. I did not bring them home though, because that was the goal. Sleeper, welcome in. Linky was here, yes. Prodigal Aquarius. That's a new name. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well, whoever you may be. There's Jody. Date night was canceled. Why? Going out to eat didn't sound fun. Toast and eggs. It is. Ew, that's gross too. Nasty. I will. Do I know how to make someone a mod? I'll do that. I got to do that from the phone, I think. Right? I don't know. I'll do that later. But I can make Jeff a mod. That's easy. I'm scrolling. Good grief, Nancy. Uh, did Linky disappear? Is Linky broke? All right. Where is Matt? That's a good question. Right. Scrolling down. Peplin, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Oh, almost. No Python talk tonight. I haven't touched the thing. All right, there we go. There's Tim. I did really well. I think I gave away maybe $170 worth of Salvinia. Jesus. A return tone with only 7 bags of crypts. That's pretty good. Freaking Salvinia. Okay. Let's see. All right, there we go. I'm caught up. So after the ACLC swap on Saturday, from there, I had to go to the firehouse that we've previously held our meetings at, Hand in Hand Firehouse in Birmingham, PA, Lancaster. Because in the basement we had a closet where we kept all of our stuff. So we are actually moving out of there. So I had to load everything up into another board of directors car and I's. And we had to load everything up and take it to our new venue, the Garden Spot Fire Rescue Hall in New Holland, Pennsylvania. It's about 20 minutes up the road, and set up all of our stuff there. because we basically outgrew our previous venue. We also had some scheduling conflicts and stuff like that. That a new person took over, so our experience wasn't as nice either. So between the experience not being as nice and outgrowing it, um, we were basically filling that thing up. Our next two meetings were expecting a higher crowd as well, and we were kind of worried that we would not be able to fit. So we decided it was time to get a new venue. And in looking around, I called and emailed about 10 to 20 different venues in Lancaster. And one of the things that I really wanted was for us to go to a place that had on site storage as we currently had, because I feel that our directors do enough as it is for us, and I did not want to ask them to have to lug around our stuff. Some of us already do lug some additional items around as is, but I did not want them to have to lug anything additional. Um, Other clubs that I'm a part of do expect their directors and members to do that, and I just don't agree with it. And I've participated in that in the past, and it is not pleasant. So that was a selling point for me, was to find a place to have that would allow us to either put a Rubbermaid cabinet or something like that somewhere in the building, or that had a closet or something for us to use. And this new one, where we did go during COVID, so we were a little bit familiar with it. We went there 2 or 3 times during COVID. And Mike, how long do they do these trainings or whatever this airplane is doing? It's still flying around up there. So we were a little bit familiar with this hall, and it can hold double the amount of people. So we were filling up the previous location with about 70 to 75 people per meeting. There were meetings when we were getting in the 60s, but our previous record was what, 75, I think. I forget. It's written over here. So it was what's it called? It could hold that many. And if we didn't have such big auctions at our monthly meetings, we could fit in another 5 to 10 people probably. But it was really freaking tight. And our auctions are growing, not getting smaller, our monthly auctions. So we felt the need that we needed a bigger venue. This new one can hold double, about 150, and they were able to give us a closet that is directly in the hall that we were meeting at, whereas before it was actually down in a basement. So not only is this place bigger, but it has a better location for the closet, and I think the closet's actually a little bit bigger as well. Additionally, the parking lot's a lot bigger, and the hall is a little bit more modern as well. So while the cost is more than double, we felt it was worth it. Again, something that I've been saying in my streams and to the membership is the club is taking really good care of us. Our members are taking good care of us. Not only do we have, and I want to see what the current number is actually. We are currently at 105. A hundred. This number's not right. Hold on. So that says 149. 147, 146. Right now we're at about 135, we'll say, members. We have 135 members in the club. Most of them, with the exception of about 10 or so, 10 to 20, we'll say, are all paid for the current year. And then we also do have 10 or 10 to 15 that are life members. So the life members may not still be active. However, looking at that list, most of them, except for 2 or 3, are actually. So they may not all be active, but we have a lot of members. Is basically what I'm getting at. Okay. And not only do we have a lot of members, our auctions are 200 lots per month, average. And a lot of them are donations as well for BAP and HAP. We have a really active BAP and HAP program. So we're making a lot of money on those items as well. So we make money on the auction because it's a 70-30 split. We make money on the donations. We make money on memberships, and more. So financially, we're doing really good. Having that money sit in our bank account doesn't help us or them. And so what we really wanted to do is, and we continue to do, is give back. So we do group buys almost monthly where the club covers shipping. Our bank account was still growing, and because the club is just doing better and better every single month. So now, not only do we do group buys almost monthly where we pay for the shipping, but now we're paying 10% as well, just to give back to the membership. We continue to do raffles, members' door prizes, awards, cash awards. We try to give back. And even after all of that, we are still in a great place financially. So going to a hall where our members can have a better experience, they're not jammed in there. A bigger hall, a better, what's it called? Audiovisual. There we go. A better audiovisual system. Better parking lot, more space, stuff like that. Giving back to our members and in any way we can, we felt that it would be a good benefit. And so we did it. In fact, because we were so happy with this new venue, and the storage they provided us and everything like that, we actually went in a contract and paid for the rest of 2025 and all of 2026, because we did not want to lose any dates, and have any scheduling conflicts. Now, with that said, there was 2 dates in 2025 that we already missed out on. So the June meeting, the main hall is not available. However, they actually have a meeting room for their members meetings and stuff like that, the firehouse meetings, that can hold 60 to 70 people. So for the June meeting, which is usually a slower one for us, we're going to go in there, and it's a cheaper cost. And then the December meeting as well, the little room is available, but our December meeting is usually a pretty big meeting, and we also do games and stuff like that, so we need more space. We could not fit in that one. So we're going to go to another firehouse that is big, that's up the road from there, and for December. But all of 2025 or 2026, we are set for. And stop that. Yeah, you idiot. Um so we are really excited for that. This new venue, it has a stage, it has um a bigger projector screen. They just invested $20,000 into the audiovisual system for the hall. Better kitchen, parking, better entranceway, etc., etc., etc. So we had that. Then, actually, before I continue on with Saturday, a lot happened Saturday. I was freaking busy. Let me catch up a chat. Why are you doing that? Why do you insist on that? Freaking ginger cats. Do you mind? Ridiculous. All right, where was I? Oh, God, I'm more than a Rico behind, I think. Not quite. Almost. Okay, here we go. Excuse me. Anyone figure out what's wrong with Linky? Uh, Mike, they are making a website. All right. Looks like everyone's talking about the swap that's happening in their area. Yeah, I used to do a lot of plowing, and it is tiring. Oh, Max sneezing. Right in Cheddar's face, too. Now I'm going to have two sick cats. Now we'll talk about axolotls. Jody, you didn't even send us pictures of your plow vehicles. I am so all my life I have enjoyed large vehicles, farm equipment, etc. My grandparents, for a short period of time, had a small farm. I absolutely loved working on it, helping them, and uh, most of my since I was 16, most of the time I had a truck. I love them. Always wanted bigger, better trucks. Being in the fire service, I drove fire trucks for many years and absolutely loved it. So that kind of stuff I really do enjoy. I had my own landscaping business for a number of years and enjoyed it, and the equipment in it, in the field, and the trucks and the trailers and everything. Um, and doing snow removal, enjoyed quite a bit as well. And um, yeah, I enjoy seeing that stuff, and I miss seeing it and being a part of it. So definitely piqued my attention. Um, I'm still waiting for Peplin to send me a picture of his truck too, by the way. All right, here we go. How do you get a lifetime membership? Um, there's a few criterias. I believe certain accomplishments in the BAP program can get you there. And then also number of years in the club, active in the club, and stuff like that as well. Did I already renew this year? Let me go back. I don't know. Yes, you are paid for. Okay. Here's Siren. Where are they going? Probably. Nope, not that one. Not seeing anything where they would be going to. That's not near here. That's not near here. Oh, a lot going on in the county right now. Interesting. I don't understand why I hear that siren, but there's nothing listed here. Oh well. Whatevs. Let's see here. Zenny, you need to go wash your mouth out with soap. Good grief. Out of control. Are there any benefits if I'm a remote member? You'll receive our Tank Tales publication, which has some good articles in it sometimes. You get free access into the vendor room at the Clash. Will it be Dan's Fish group buy this month? Yes, it's posted in the Facebook members group. What makes a female axolotl not be compatible? Oh, 186 elements in New Jersey. I didn't know that. Can you buy tickets at the door for the Clash? Yes, but there's no guarantee you'll get a shirt. Branton, welcome in. Cleaning my bathroom. That sucks. Linky is grounded again. I think so. What are you doing? What makes a cat decide when and where to lick themselves? It's so random. It makes no sense to me. People are saying hi. Zenny, you are out of control tonight. Are you drinking? Are you having wine? What are you chewing on? Stop it. No. No. Move it. Do not chew on the wires. Get. No. Move it. Don't bite me. Move it. Good grief. Ay, ay, ay. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. I'm getting attacked. Stop. You cannot chew on the wires. No. Ow. Hurt. I'm going to kill this thing. Let me try the laser. Hold on. I gotta get this cat away from these wires. Go chase the laser. That's what normal cats do. There you go. Go over there. Go. Oh, you freaking idiot. God, you're an idiot. Good grief. There's the devil. Holy crap, she's still alive. Um, Sleeper, yes, you can buy tickets at the door, but there is no guarantee that you'll get a shirt. Welcome in, Kelly. New local Austin, welcome in. All right. Um, Kelly loves the Kitty Mayhem. There we go. I'm caught up. So we did the swap. Then we emptied out our stuff at the one firehouse and took it to the new one. And then we also had to take a bunch of stuff that was donated to us at the swap for the Clash to the Clash storage, which was 20 minutes from that firehouse. In addition, we received a large donation that was brought to us at the Clash storage unit Saturday night from the family of Jennifer Weaver. They broke down her fish room and brought a lot of the stuff to us to donate to the club and to the Clash. So there was probably, I want to say, 30 tanks that were brought to us. At least 5 to 10 of them were 20 longs that were still in the cardboard, brand new, unused 20 longs. There was a 60 and a 65 maybe, or a 50 and a 60, tall, very weird size. There was 2 of them. There was, like I said, a bunch of brand new 20 longs, a bunch of used 20 longs, a lot of 10s, 5s, 2.5s. And apparently there were some tanks that when I went there that I didn't even see that one of the other guys put away. And I didn't even notice them in the storage unit. So there was a lot of tanks, a lot of substrate, brand new substrate still in the bag, all kinds of stuff. Just a lot of stuff that the Weaver family brought to us. They rented a U-Haul to do it. So very thankful for them. Very appreciative. We're going to use a lot of that for the fish show, which was perfect timing. We were at a time where we actually did need some more tanks and some other sizes and stuff like that. And yeah, so we got all that stuff put away. And then I was finally able to go home. That was Saturday. Moving on Sunday, I was asked to attend the Jersey Shore, is that the name of the club? I always get the Jersey clubs mixed up. Yes, the Jersey Shore Aquarium Society auction, spring auction. I was asked to attend because it was their first time using my group auctions, and they know that I've used it quite a bit. So they asked me to attend to help with that. They gave me a little bit of a credit towards their auction as well, and just overall very nice people. But they knew it was a very long drive for me, so they wanted to give me a little bit of an incentive, and it definitely worked. Um, the sorry, cats. Um, so they asked me to go to that and help out with that. So I did, and I helped with my group auctions. I helped enter people in. I was an announcer for the auction for them as well, etc., etc. It was pretty decent. I think they had just shy of 400 lots, um, and a lot of really good stuff in it. It wasn't junk. It was a lot of really good stuff. Um, I brought home a bag of stir-by Corys, which I've never had before. A bag of what was labeled as green Corys. I'm not exactly sure what they are. I'll get pictures and stuff like that. A bunch of plants, some tanks. What else? Plants, tanks, Corys. I guess that's about it. But it was a good time. It was a really nice time. A lot of good people. A lot of people that I know from other clubs and from the Clash were there that I often don't get to see. So that was really awesome as well. That was Sunday. Monday night, I had a directors meeting for Diamond State Aquarium Society. Trying to do some stuff there. And then I guess that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So, in addition to work and the fish stuff, that stuff has made me very busy. But then also stuff here. But let me catch up in chat first. Okay, it's just everyone hiding. Big Steve, welcome in. Monster Fish Cow, welcome in. Sorry, I missed you. Price of Java Moss was insane at that auction. Yes, there was a lot of stuff that was going for a lot of money. Also, don't forget, coming up is the Bucks County Aquarium Society annual auction, which is usually pretty big. Let's see here. Let me go to my group auctions and see what's in there. See if there's anything we want to highlight. That's one of the nice things about my group auctions is you get to preview stuff. Okay. Let me share my screen. I most likely am not going to be able to attend this. I was looking into that today, actually, at work to see if there was any way I could finagle my way into being able to attend. But it was not looking good. So here's what they have coming up there. Bunch of plecos, angelfish, some plants, some shrimp, Santa Maria Endlers, 3 males, Limia Islay, some guppies, Neon Tetras, Von Rio Tetras, Firebar Danios, Fairy Corydorus. Corydorus atropersona. Persona natus. Something like that. That is a rare one, I believe. I don't recognize that name. Red root floaters. Good grief. Plants. A trio of Epistogramma cockatoides. White gold crossed with orange flash. Nice. Siamese algae eaters and autocats. Only 56 items. Not that much yet. Give it time, though. Give it time. Okay. So what's been going on here at the house? So I did set up a few more tanks. Probably how many more? 1, 2, 4 more tanks I set up. Or at least starting to get the cycle going and stuff like that. 2 of them are going to be shrimp tanks for Caradinas, most likely. And then I ordered in Ragnite. I want to set up a Sulawesi tank. What else here? A couple other tanks are not for shrimp that I want to get going. Let's see here. Cleaned up a couple tanks. And then I guess the big thing really that I'm getting ready to work on is setting up 2 more racks. One is wooden. The other one's going to be a metal one that I bought. And I'm going to try to build them a slightly different way. Thanks to Mike of All Things Fish. He gave me some ideas. I'm waiting for him to send over the rest. Hint, hint. But I'm going to use 2x6 for the columns. And I'm going to try to do dado cuts. From what multiple people said, and also watching some YouTube videos, doing some research, that seems to be the way to do it. 2x6s with dado cuts seems to make it a lot stronger. Also, something different than the previous tanks or racks that I have built is I'm going to paint this one. So I did get some paint. I'm not much of a painter, but we'll see what happens. But that's going to be for a 40 breeder and probably 4 10s above it is what I'm thinking. And then the metal rack is going to be mostly for 2.5s and 5s, I'm thinking, but we'll see. But it's a pretty heavy duty one. It can hold a few hundred pounds per shelf. So that should be fine for those smaller tanks. But I'm going to be setting those 2 up in the basement. The couple of the shrimp tanks that I told you I already set up are in the upstairs bedroom. That's going to be more of a shrimp room. So things are coming along very nice with that. The Sulawesi tank, I'm probably going to set up in the basement on one of the upper shelves just to help with temperature management. And I'm thinking I'm going to get one of those little USB heaters for them. The one that Steven recommended that I use for the brine shrimp hatchery, I'm thinking I'll use for the tank to keep them warm as well. The other nice thing is where I'm setting up these 2 new racks is right by an outlet. So that will be helpful for that. The next thing that I want to do on the in the basement and actually the spare bedroom is I want to redo the air loops. So I already have central air systems in both rooms down in the basement. One is using PEX, the other one's using PVC, but they're not a good loop. They're just like, I guess the PEX one is a decent loop, but it's very flimsy and not much pressure, and I need to expand it. The one in the other room is PVC and a larger diameter, but it's not a good loop. There is a loop, but then it's branched off in a bunch of places as well, and I need to expand it as well. So I need to I want to my goal is to make them work better, be expand it so it covers more areas, and clean it up a bit. So I want to do that. Um and as I'm adding more tanks, I'm finding the need to expand it as well. Um I want to clean it up in ways, meaning like I want to have it tucked up in the ceiling a little bit better, and have more airlines, and have it maybe put in some drops as well of PVC that are off the loop, um, so that I'm running the airlines less of a distance. Right now, it's pretty messy. So that's the goal for there. And then what I'm thinking I'll do is with the PEX that's narrower, once I get that replaced, I want to set up a very small loop in the spare bedroom, because I'm up to one, two, three, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I'm up to like 7, soon to be 10 tanks in the spare bedroom. And I'm running them off of little air pumps, which is taking up valuable outlets because I don't have many of them in there. Um, so I want to get something better in there and try to run it off of one pump. The next thing I want to do is clean up the lighting. So again, I'm getting the tanks up. I'm up to probably 65 to 70 tanks. Um, and in the upcoming weeks, it's probably going to be closer to 80, 85, getting closer to my goal of 100. Now I got to make them more efficient and run better and clean it up. So the next thing I want to work on is lighting. The one challenge, and I got to do some more research looking on Amazon and probably look in person at Home Depot, is if I can find an LED strip light that you can use different sizes and still chain them together. So right now I use, oh crap. Let me look. I forget the name. Um wow, it's been a while since I bought them. Here we go. Barina T5 4-foot LED shop lights. That's what I use right now. Um but what I need to do is, in addition to or let me rephrase that. I have some areas where I could use like a 2-foot or 3-foot light. I have some areas where I can use 4-foot, but there's also some areas that I could use a 6-foot one as well. And they're LEDs, so they really don't take up much juice. I can probably daisy chain quite a few of them together, which would be awesome. Um, so I want to clean them up a bit. I need to also I would like to find one that has the Barinas, their cord is only about this long that connects them. You can either connect them into one another or have a cord about this long. But how do you go from one level to the next on a rack and still, without having to set up a whole other cord? Um, so if I could find one that could have a longer cord to be able to continue that daisy chain, that would be really cool as well. So the goal is multiple size lights and different length of cords to connect them. Because the fish rooms they're not like large footprints. They're rather small, but I'm using multiple layers, multiple levels, racks. You know what I mean? So that's the goal is I want to find something that can work better. Also in the spare bedroom fish room, they're all individual lights right now. And again, taking up a lot of precious outlets. So the air loop and the lighting is the next thing that after I get the racks built that I really want to fix up. Let's catch up in chat. Okay, let's see here. I hear a kitty. Hi, buddy. You gonna come back up? Come on. You're a good boy. Come on. No? When I'm on stream, he does not like to show up. But be on camera. However, right at the beginning of the stream, he was on here. If you want to see Mackie Mac, you got to go to the beginning of the stream. He was on camera. He's sneezing, though. I'm worried about him. Welcome in, Laura. It was nice seeing you this weekend. I hope you're able to make it to the upcoming meetings. That's the next thing I got to talk about. I forgot about that. God, I've been going for over an hour, too. See, I got a lot to say because I haven't streamed much. Steve got Solowesi shrimp. Nice. Are there different types of Solowesi? I guess there is because I have that one type downstairs that you said is a Solowesi shrimp. They're definitely nowhere near as nice as the ones that you have, though. Fishcapades, welcome in, Mel. Good to see you. Guys, you should go check out Fishcapades' channel. She's been doing some pretty cool stuff. Pretty impressive. I'm hoping that Laura is able to come to the next meeting and brings plenty, hopefully more than one bag, of those shrimp. One bag will be a donation for the club, but I'm hoping she's able to sell another bag as well. Because I really think there's enough interest in shrimp right now that I'm going to have some competition for them. And I don't like the sound of that. Crown molding. Maybe hold it off the ceiling. Sleeper, I don't know if you're talking to me or what you're talking about. Maybe you're talking to someone else. Geek Boy says 60 twin star lights. What is that? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's too many. There's Aquanites. No, not happening. I change different length LED shop lights in my fish room. Which brand do you use, Brandon? Yeah, Jody. I mean, I like them. It's just I wish they had the different sizes that you could connect and the different length cords. Which ones are you using? Oh, good grief. That doesn't sound good. Tons of different types. Oh. Thank you, Zenny, for dropping Mel's link there. Laura says she is 100% coming. Awesome. I'm not auctioning them. They're $20 each. Now for BAP, you have to donate them, I believe. The 6. But yeah, you wouldn't be able to get, if you had another bag, you wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, hiding your airlines. It's not so much hiding them, it's I got freaking air tubing going all over the freaking place. Just because I don't have enough valves. I need to, when I redo it, I need to add more valves as well. I don't think Tim is a super mod. I don't think I have any super mods, to be honest with you. Maybe Jenna. Oh, Kelly. You blocked Sleeper because he didn't want your Clash shirt. He didn't want your Clash shirt. Mickum, welcome in. Proud new owner repair. That's the Black Prince live bear. That's a G'dayan, right? There were some of them in the Jersey auction, I believe, on Sunday. Has anyone had a rack of tanks? Oh, let's say 12 tanks and the rack failed. Oh no. Oh, don't. That scares me. That makes me very nervous. Don't say that. Genetic Menards brand. Tool Shop, I think, is the name. Is that on Amazon? I don't think so. Yeah, it must be Menards specific. Jody has the 3-foot Barinas. Okay. Now I wonder if the 3-foots could connect to the 4-foots. I guess I could try it. They're not that expensive. Yeah, just not more than BAP. Okay, got you. Ugh, that's stressful. Especially if Crypt Keeper shows up, he might try to buy them, and then I'm gonna have to bid against him. Oh, this does not sound good. There's Linky. Linky's back. Oh, Linky's doing catch up. Oh, good grief. Yeah, Linky was napping. Yep, see? Oh, wow. That's interesting, Mickham. Latoya's rack started to fall over. Luckily, she got it all off and didn't lose much. Oh, that's scary. It is certain. um. Now, see, I haven't been able to see that anything was modded or anything like that. I don't know. Like, I didn't know anything was happening. Oh wow, Jeremy, that's terrible. What did the fish say to the coral? You rock. I get it. Okay. Then he's going to go look at seahorses. They all plug into each other. Oh, that's a game changer. I will, I'm going to try to get some. I still wish they made a longer cord to connect them, though. My lights are also 3-foot Marina. You remind me, I'll bring the cord. I'll probably forget, but thank you. Where is Matt? Diane, according to Linky, you farted. Also bringing Killy Gardener Eye and Playful Eye. I am interested in Playful Eye, that's for sure. I already got Gardener Eye. In fact, I sold a bunch of Gardener Eye. Maybe Zenny or Jenna. Have you heard from Matt? All right. So next thing I wanted to talk about are plants. So I did set up the welcome in Toonie Loon. Good seeing you this weekend. I did set up the greenhouse and in the spare bedroom, and it was quite a project. I don't like assembling things. And I finally got my seeds started. I should have probably done it a couple weeks earlier, based on Kelly's recommendations. But I finally did do them, and I have been remembering to water them. It's a good start as well. And get the I'm starting to get some stuff sprouting as well. I put in one carnivorous plant in there, and a couple of sticky sheets for bugs because I did get some gnats in there, and they are working. That getting plenty of bugs sticking to the papers in there. I'm sure the carnivorous plant's eating some as well, which is good. So yeah, that's going well. I'm happy about that. I do want to I like having plants throughout the house. It's just these evil critters here don't agree with that. So we'll see. In the upcoming days, I'm going to start setting up the flower beds outside. I started to do a tiny bit in the backyard, but I want to do some in the front yard as well, figure out how I want to lay them out. I'm a little hesitant about using mulch up against the house, just because the house has had termites in the past. So I'm not sure what I want to do with that yet, but we'll see. There's plenty of other areas that I could set up flower beds, so we'll see. I also did set up the 3 tubs again. I did add another 2 water fountains or pumps. They're solar pumps. They can't do much, but it keeps the water rippling, which is really nice. And if you hold it up, if you mount them up high enough in the water, they can do little fountains and stuff like that. So I am I got at the last Bucks County meeting, I did get a couple of tub plants and I set them up. And then I had the one left over from last year that's still alive. And I left it outside, but it's still alive. So each tub has its own plant and its own pump as well. I did get a couple of floating plants at the auction or the swap, I forget. One of the two. So I got them set up as well. I do need to get some more probably. And got to pay attention to the weather, but either this upcoming week or the following week, I'll start putting fish out there as well. And we'll see how that goes. Let's see what chat's saying. Terrariums are the answer. I do want to do some terrariums. That is true as well. But I really like I like plants that put off smells and are carnivorous and eat bugs and stuff like that need to be out in the free and not destroyed by, where's the other little ass? One's in the bed. Oh, here he is. Did anyone answer me what makes a cat determine when and where to lick itself? Don't use mulch. I like pine needles. Well, I don't have a pine tree, though. Dark frog event. Wow, that's cool. Pine straw. Oh. Interesting. So upcoming ACLC meetings is next on the list to talk about. I'm doing good at remembering all the stuff I want to talk about. Do you have a mulch tree? No, but I've never seen pine needles for sale at the Home Depot either, Nancy. Jeez. Upcoming ACLC meeting is going to be Dan from Dan's Fish. Very excited for that. And we're going to do a group buy from him as well. The following month is going to be Dean, Master Breeder Dean from the co-op. Super excited for him as well. And I think for that meeting, we're going to do a group buy from Brine Shrimp Direct. Most likely, if I remember correctly. Got to check. So 2 huge meetings coming up that we're probably going to have record attendance for as well. So that's going to be awesome. Now, interesting fact, I do like chicken noodle soup, but only when I'm sick. It's the only time I'll have soup is when I'm sick. They have pine straw at my Lowe's. I'll look. Maybe they have it here. Pizza and wings. I haven't had good wings in a while. That sounds really nice. Whoa, who's at my door? That's weird. Interesting. Was that it? I think that might be about it. I don't think I have anything else to report on. But I've been blabbering for an hour and a half. So coming up in the next few days, I need to get back to making brine shrimp again. I just got so busy. I mean, there was like 2 or 3 days that I didn't even go into the fish rooms at all. So I need to get in there. I need to make some brine shrimp and get back in that routine. I was doing really good for a week or two. I got to figure out this whole Python freaking system and where and how I want to hook it up and all of that. And start doing some water changes. The 40 breeder, or one of the 40 breeders, I should say, I got all of the damn cichlids out of there and took them to the swap. And so now I need to get some more stratum, fluval stratum, and I'm going to set up this 40 breeder as another planted CO2 tank, which is what's the one next to it, which I also want to redo. I need to do a massive cleanup of that. But I do already have the regulator. I do need to get the other cylinder filled up. I keep forgetting to do that. I need to do that as well. And then I got to get another light. But I might have, if I get the LED strip lights, the shop lights for some of the other tanks, I could probably, one of those lights is probably decent enough to use for a planted tank. And I really think that I want to make it a crypt only tank. I think that's my goal. So we'll see. Laura says, I think I had all male baddest. Got some females. Now pretty sure that's good. What did I skip over? What did Kelly say? Pizza is delicious, but it's a weekend food. I don't get takeout during the week. I mean, neither do I really. Five Hillstream loaches for $30. Wow, that's nice. I would like to get more Hillstreams. I really do like Hillstreams. I like your thinking, Tim. Crypts are lame. All right. I think we're going to call it a night. Thank you, everyone. I do appreciate it. Oh, wait. Hold on. Chat's jumping. Yeah, and you have guppies I won as well, Jody. You have Hillstreams and guppies. And Zenny has some Hillstreams as well. Jody, you need to get that stream going with Bougie and start showing and talking about what all you have and what's for sale and stuff like that. Mel wants some Hillstreams too, see? Mel, you're coming to the Clash, right? Nancy here, I don't think she's coming. She don't like us. So yeah, coming up, things that are coming up. Members only stream is going to come soon where I'm going to do a fish room tour or fish rooms tour. It's been a while since I've done that. It's not 100% where I want it yet, but I think it's at a good spot. So it's not often I do anything for the members. So yeah, I think it's time and I really want to because I'm very appreciative of all of you. Upcoming streams. The next Wednesday night stream that I do, I don't know when it will be. I'll look at the calendar in a second here. But the next Wednesday stream that I do will be the 100th Fireside Chat. So we are going to do some giveaways. I have some stuff for giveaways. I have a hat. I got like a little duffel bag type thingy. I got a plushie. I got some stuff that excuse me, that I want to do so for giveaways. So it's been a while since I've done any giveaways on the channel, and I figured the 100th stream would be an appropriate time. So when will that be? Let's see. Next Wednesday is going to suck. I have 1, 2, 3 drills, a training class, and a meeting. I don't know if it's going to be next Wednesday. The following Wednesday, I have a training class, a building walk, and 2 meetings. That's a little less torture. So we'll see. I don't know when it will be. But there will be a Wednesday, the next Wednesday stream, whenever it is. You'll just have to pay attention. And Wednesdays, I don't usually schedule them far in advance. It's usually an hour or 2 beforehand that I even schedule it. So pay attention and make sure you get your notifications and all that good stuff. This upcoming Monday, I do believe we will have a Monday with Max stream. Yeah, it's looking promising. So, like I said, the next Wednesday, the following, whenever the next Wednesday stream is, whatever Wednesday that is, I will be doing giveaways. Let's see here. Mel's going to try to get to the Clash. Good, I hope so. Nancy says we're having a swap in May. Hope we get some unique things. Nice. Scottie, which guppies do you want? I don't remember. When you were on, I think it was Jeff's stream, you were showing your different guppies. I was falling in love. You're giving away $100 for the 100th Fireside? Wow. No. Only 100 feels like so much more. Of this stream, the Fishy Fireside chat it's going to be number 100. Hi, Cheddar. Chris Howe, welcome in, sir. Only one meeting, amateur hour. Yeah. In my 75 with half beaks and vampire shrimp. Nice. Pay attention, go back to the very beginning and watch the 2 times Scottie. You're very demanding. Yes, I am. Well, Kelly, if you go to the very beginning, you'll see the better of the 2 evil critters. Here's the other one right here. Galaxy Blue Tails, Green Moscow, Blue Moscow, and HB Whites. I like the sounds of all but the whites. Especially the green and blue Moscows. I don't remember what Galaxy Blue Tails looked like. It was probably the green Moscows and the blue Moscows. They sound pretty awesome. I need more feeder guppies. Jesse, welcome in. Jesse, how's the swap for you guys? I don't know if I asked you. Oh, axolotls eat guppies. I did not know that. Cheddar is the better cat. No, Cheddar is not the better cat. He is out of control. He is an agent of chaos. Yes. I'm glad you appreciate it because I don't. I mean, he has his moments, but he definitely gets into shit. Like, it's out of control the amount of chaos that he causes in this house. Huh. Evil little critter. Um, Moscows are nice. One of my favorite patterns of guppy. The better one. That's like saying Black Death was the better plague. Oh, geek. My axolotls are too lazy to eat guppies. It's only by happy accident. Nice. Was good. I just definitely need more space to work next time around. Was tough moving around with my shoulder. Yeah. It's it's difficult because and I was very hesitant and then regretful for actually even distributing the layout ahead of time because I published that layout. Almost every single vendor messages me wanting to move, and I can't do that. If I do it for one, I got to do it for all, and that's just not realistic. Um, if I let one vendor pick where they're going to be, I need to let all of them pick where they want to be, and I can't do that. Um, and I also try not to. I go in order of where I put everyone based on when they purchase, but also every swap I change where I start just to be fair. And um yeah, and I go in order. Now, if in the row I only have one spot left and the next person purchased two or three, well they're going to go somewhere different and then I'll continue on. Um and so forth and so on. But I can't let people pick where they want to be and take requests and stuff like that. I just can't do it. My recommendation, if you need more space, is to get more vendor spaces. But three, I think, is the max. So it's it's tough, but the swaps are also not really meant for businesses. It's more for hobbyists, but we let businesses in. So we also got to be careful that we don't get too commercial with the swaps, or else the store might not like that. Um, excuse me. Okay. I'll pay extra for a wall spot. Probably won't be an option. Okay. How often? So there's quite a few axolotl people here. How often do you change the water? What is your setups that you have them in? Um, like what size tank, what kind of filtration, and substrate and such. Like I know there's multiple ways to do it. So all of you guys in this chat may give me one answer, Foxy will give me another answer, etc., etc. And or maybe you won't, and that will help me even more. Perfect. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Do you have substrate in there? Do you have plants? I'm assuming they need a tight lid or something. How often do you change the water? Change weekly, 40 breeder, 2 sponges, and some guppies. Well, there's no shortage of guppies around here, that's for sure. 2 fluid once every half hour. Oh, geek. So yeah, I have a 40 breeder in the basement on the floor. So I figured that would be a good way to keep it cold. Um, and I have a large sponge filter in there. I want to get another one in there. And Laura says just a light layer of sand, water change every other week. Okay. So every week or every other week, do a water change. Yeah, it's one of those, Laura. Yes. And I've actually gotten 2 more 40 breeders since those as well. Of course, Jody has the Flex. I have 2 in a 60-gallon, and it's probably a 60 breeder, which I would love to have, loaded with plants. Interesting. Sponge filter, guppies, a mono shrimp, and mystery snails. Every week to 2 weeks. So they don't eat the Amano shrimp? Sometimes you can scoop out turds. Mine dig around too much for plants. Interesting. Ugh, litter boxes. That was another thing I had to do. What day was that? Monday. I had to clean litter boxes and vacuum. I had to clean the whole house, really. Okay. Interesting. I do have guppy grass. Coriambosa. Is that hornwort? Or the one that's similar to it? I know someone in Colorado that might be selling her 60 breeder. Nice. I would love a 60 breeder. Um, okay. I think I can I think I'm gonna try and get this set up to do it. I think I'm ready for it. Especially since it will be close to the drain and the water source. So water changes won't be too painful. Um yeah, these pets do poop enough. Um I haven't fed mine for 5 months, but running out of guppies, even with breeding, like, oh, good grief. All pets poop, Kelly. Yep. And big wide leaves for hopefully spawning sites. Okay. The litter robot is working awesome. Really? Oh, that sounds expensive, but amazing. Don't need a lid. Evaporation cools tanks for mine. Oh. Yeah, my with the way this past week was, the boxes were an absolute mess on Monday. Actually to the point where this one pooped outside of the box. Um, and that was I knew I had to do it. I could not procrastinate anymore, and I needed to get it done. Normally, I scoop 2 to 3 times a week. And then once a week, yeah, I probably do a complete change and cleanup every 7 to 10 days. Try to scoop 2 to 3 times a week and a complete change every 7 to 10 days. But it basically went a full week where I didn't touch it, and I had to get it done. I felt bad for them. I was very apologetic, and I gave them some wet food to make it all better. Okay, red worms. I have red wigglers. I scoop 3 litter boxes every morning. Jody, I don't know how you do all that you do. And your fish room that I saw in Jeff's stream looks absolutely amazing. Yeah. All right. So I got some axolotl info. Thank you for that. I've been meaning to ask that and I completely forgot. I'm almost ready to do that, so that's good. And it's just about time to go over to Dan as well. So we'll do you get a 10-minute break. We will do hashtag Clash, I guess, would be a good one. Over to Dan's stream. And I'm going to go make some popcorn. I think I'm in the mood for it. And a nice drink. And we'll hang out in Dan's stream. Jody's fish room does look amazing, especially considering she just started a year ago. I couldn't agree with you any more than that. Big Kitty is very particular about his litter box and makes his feelings known. The litter robot has changed our lives. Geek Boy, I'm not even going to read that one. Laura says, Jesse, I need to send you a pic of one I got from you for $5 for a little boy. Wild type for his B-Day. He was so excited. It's huge now, and they have a second one. Laura started a worm bin with red wigglers and European night crawlers. I am terrible at maintaining live cultures. I have peanut beetles, red wigglers, grindleworms, microworms, vinegar eels, etc., etc., etc. And most of them just go bad because I forget to maintain them or run out of time. Geek, you made Jody blush. The diabetic cat pees a lot. She has also gotten picky in her old age. All right. It's been 2 hours. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. I'll see you on Monday, probably.